So my setup it's nothing complicated. You got your chair, you got your mic, you got your speakers, you got your PC screen. I got an iPad because I don't have a PC, so I do everything on there. You got a little bit of decoration.
You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise.
What I really wanted to talk about my setup is not that I want to break it down like individual stuff. I just wanted to show you guys how low budget setups look like. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be you don't, as I said before, it doesn't have to be that Elgato stuff and Elgato this and Elgato that. Right now I prefer decorating my room. My background, I got Kobe and I got a little Star Wars poster up there. I got the PS4 camera for streaming. That's the only option you got when you're streaming from the PS4. So that's the reason I'm using the basic PS4 camera. That's actually one of the reasons I've been like thinking about going over to PC or the Xbox, because you don't have that many options with streaming from the PS4. The lighting in the room is very simple. I got two LED lights, LED stripes along the list and along the ceiling, and there you have my basic LED light with this wireless button, so I can turn it on or off where I want to, when I want to, dim it up or down. And the button actually has like a magnet, so I just flick it under my table when I'm done with it, and over to my LED stripes, which actually has a wireless controller too, which is actually pretty neat. I got one LED stripe alongside the ceiling, which I can dim up or down, turn off. They're usually always turned on, so because it's the main light in my room. I got two, another one alongside the floor list. As I said, they're usually always turned on. It's a little bit bluer than I wanted to, but I make it work. It's not as blue when I stream, so it's fine. Then you got my controller. It's a basic PS4 controller. I bought the FPS pack instead of buying the SCUF controller, which actually costs like, it's $200 for a SCUF controller, and that package actually just costs $50, so it's actually a lot more cheaper. But one day I'll buy the SCUF controller, but I went with that since we're on a low budget. And that's the FPS buttons on the controller too, which gives me a little bit more control and more sensitivity. I mean, if you're watching this video, I assume that you're also a low budget streamer or just a streamer that's looking for tips. I got most of my tips from Alpha Gaming. It's a great YouTube channel that has helped me a lot. They go deeper into the reasons why you're failing and the reasons why you should fail while streaming or making YouTube content like that. It's just, you just have to make the content and do the work yourself and go through all the failures so that you can learn and keep going, keep making the content, because in time you'll figure it out and you will stop making the failures you did in the beginning. So what I'm doing now, there's probably a bunch of stuff that's wrong with this YouTube video, and that's why we got the comment section, and I wanted you to tell me if you know what I should do better in the next one. I wanted to do this video now. I know that I'm not perfect yet. I know that my setup is far from perfect, but I know there's a lot of streamers like me that don't have the money for all the Elgato stuff, don't have the money for the best setups. So I'm showing you guys how I do it on a low budget. So maybe there's a streamer out there on a low budget that needs help putting up his stuff, and maybe this video reaches him, and I hope it helps. I hope you guys liked it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button so that you're always notified when I post YouTube content, and stay safe guys, stay positive. See you in the next one.
Times, the good days, but